Hello everyone, welcome back to Sade's Tarot Tea. So today guys, I am doing a reading on Chappell Roan. Did I say that right? Roan? Chappell Roan. I hope I said her last name right. I had to look up how to say her name correctly because I've been calling her Chappell. Like, so Chappell Roan. I'm probably still saying it wrong, guys. Sorry. So, but yeah, I wanted to do a reading on Chappell because, you know, she's blowing up. And you guys know how I do. I love reading on the pop girls and the R&B girls when they're blowing up. I did a reading on Sabrina Carpenter, so I'm super excited to do this reading on Chappell because I feel like she's very talented. I've already like looked at some of her music and stuff like that, and I saw that she was in some like, not controversy, but she was in something having to do with like her fans, and you know, like fans needing like demanding more of her, or like her having to speak out about, you know, her fans, you know, just kind of like expecting things from her. Or maybe that, I think there too was a guy in there that was a stalker or something like that. Like she had a stalker.
I don't care that abuse and harassment, stalking, whatever, is a normal thing to do to people who are famous or a little famous, whatever. I don't care that it's normal. I don't care that this crazy type of behavior comes along with the job, the career field I've chosen. That does not make it okay. That doesn't make it normal. It doesn't mean I want it. It doesn't mean that I like it. I don't want whatever the fuck you think you're supposed to be entitled to whenever you see a celebrity. I don't give a fuck if you think it's selfish of me to say no for a photo or for your time or for a hug. That's not normal. That's weird. It's weird how people think that you know a person just because you see them online or you listen to the art they make. That's fucking weird. I'm allowed to say no to creepy behavior.
Like she had a stalker. So, we're gonna look at too if she's gonna be okay, if she's gonna be safe. You know, because I know that her fame is like pretty big right now. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and pull on the energy around her. I also know that she identifies as a lesbian, so I'm really excited. Like, I've seen some of her music videos. My favorite song, you guys drop down in the comment section below your favorite Chappell song. Mine is Casual. I freaking love that song right now. And I love Pink Pony Club. I like that one. And Supernova or something like that. Super Wine Nova or something like that. I don't remember the song. I'll put it below what it's called. It's Supernova something. I like that song a lot. I also like her song Good Luck Babe. I think that one is a really good song. Love her music so far, what I've heard. But again, I haven't looked at any interviews of her, guys. Just her talking about her music. I've seen her talk about her music and that's it. But I wanted to go ahead and do this reading on her because, you know, I've been following her for a little bit, just like her music. And I was like, oh, this girl is like really interesting. I remember seeing her with her clown makeup and her eyeshadow. And I know that she's like heavily inspired by the drag community. So like, I was curious, like that alone as someone that's a part of the gay community, like that caught my attention. And her being a lesbian, of course. And her music video for Casual was so good, you know, like, so I was like, I have to do a reading on her. This was, of course, before this controversy of her and her fans, like, started happening. I was already planning on doing a reading on her, but I just hadn't gotten around to it yet, so we're finally here. I'm gonna do a reading on her. So if you guys love Chappell Roan, and if I said her last name, sorry, but if you guys love her, then drop down in the comment section below your favorite songs from her. If you plan on seeing her live whenever she tours again. I think she's touring right now, but I don't know if she's gonna redo another tour because I know she's been touring for quite some time. But if you guys are planning on seeing her on tour, then drop it in the comment section below. And also what you think about this reading, or you know, the artist, like, do you plan on listening to her music? And yeah guys, let's go ahead and get started on reading on her. Before I get started talking my stuff, guys, please remember to like the video, subscribe to my channel if you would like to see more, and hit that notification bell for when your bitch pull up. Ding ding. Okay guys, So let's get started on reading on Chappell Roan. I'm really curious about her. So guys, I want to go ahead and first see the energy around Chappell at this time, like how she's doing and just kind of how she feels about her fame, you know, because I don't really know the backstory behind her, but she kind of had overnight success. Like now, guys, if she's been in the industry for quite some time, my bad, you know, like Sabrina or Victoria, like I don't know if she has that type of like history behind her, but if she has been in the, you know, in the game for a minute, you guys know about her career, you know, coming up this far, please put it in the comment section below, you know, if I don't pick up on it. I'm sure I will, you know, but in case I don't. But yeah, let's look at the energy around her. Okay guys, and before I get started, I want to go ahead and pull up Chappell's, I was about to call her Miss Roan. I'm about to pull up Miss Roan's chart. Okay guys, so I have pulled up Chappell's chart. They didn't have it on the website that I normally look at. They do have her birth chart, but I like pulling up my own. So her birthday, let's start with her birthday. Her birthday is February 19th, 1998. She was born in Willard, Missouri, which definitely would make her a Midwestern princess, which is so cute. Her sun is in Pisces. Her moon is in Sagittarius. Her Mercury is in Aquarius. Her Venus is in Capricorn. Her Mars is in Pisces. I don't know what her rising's in. So if you guys happen to know her rising sign, please put it in the comments below. Unless I find it, you guys know I'll put like what her rising sign is if I end up finding it. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get into her chart. I personally like the direction her chart's going for a Pisces. I feel like there's a lot of direction and understanding and knowing who she is as a person from an early age. Her Venus in Capricorn gives her that maturity and like that sense of grounding and direction and sustainability within herself and believing in herself. I mean, she can tend to be very hard on herself because of her Capricorn, and the Aquarius makes her very like self-deprecating in a sense. Like I've talked about Capricorn and Aquarius being together, you can tend to be a very self-deprecating person, or just kind of like not understand your power or give yourself enough credit or move, you know, correctly with society. This automatically just tells me right here with her moon in Sag, she's a rebel. She does things on her to her own, marches to the beat of her own drum and doesn't conform to society, especially with that Aquarius Mercury. She will say whatever she wants. She'll sing about whatever she wants. And even if that involves like world issues or just her love life or just saying things to get a reaction from you. With her Pisces as well, she's very emotional and she moves with her emotions a lot when it comes to her creativity, and everything she feels is through her creative it's through her Mars placement, guys. It's through her Aquarius Mercury, you know, her wanting to really branch out and not be placed in a box and do different genres. So I feel like we're going to see Chappell, you know, kind of go with different genres or different time periods when music was really good. We're going to see her touch on a lot of that stuff. Her Venus in Capricorn gives her that, you know, cultured energy, like where she wants to learn, you know, she wants to understand other people. Her Aquarius Mercury seeks to understand. I feel like we're going to see Chappell, like, you know, bring unity to people in the music industry. I feel like we're going to see her speak out a lot about, I'm already getting my crown chakra guys to talk about her. She was called to speak about things that would make people uncomfortable. She was called to speak about things in a very creative sense, of course, that make you uncomfortable, to say things that make you uncomfortable, to make you think, you know. I feel like Chappell is a thinker, you know. She also, obviously, we can tell she feels because she's a Pisces, but also to this, her birthday is on the cusp, so if you guys believe in cusps, her degrees fall more, well, actually, no, she's on the cusp. Now, she does operate a lot from her Piscean energy, but she also operates from that Aquarius, which gives her that individuality and that discernment, and, you know, helps her to move through the music industry in a way that helps her to rebel and work with the people that she wants to work with and to stay true to herself. This makes me so happy. This is the type of chart I wish all Pisces had, because she has a good sense of who she is. Even though people may feel like she's copying or something, she does pull inspiration from people. She does take bits and pieces from people, but she will always make it her own. She'll always put a spin on it. It's just kind of her paying homage to people. Like, I'm seeing her highly respect people, and it's not a form of copying like I feel like Pisceans really do. Like, yes, I think she's taking different elements from other artists that she very much respects, because with her having that Capricorn, Aquarius, Sagittarius, and that Pisces, you get inspired very easily by people. You can use anything as a form of creativity. Like she'll talk about anything she wants. Anything can inspire her to be creative. Anything can inspire her to write a song or to produce. So I'm wondering too if Chappell produces, like if she makes her own beats and stuff like that, or she plays any instruments or anything. I haven't really seen her live or anything. Like I've seen, like I said, guys, like bits and pieces of her singing and talking about her music, but I don't know if she performs with an instrument, you know, if she performs with a guitar, you know, or anything like that. But she's very good at like having an aesthetic and knowing those people that match her aesthetic, knowing those people that match that feeling that she's trying to convey. And she likes doing things to shock you, to get you, you know, get you out of your comfort zone, to get you to think, to get you to be more accepting, more loving. Like she's big on that, but also creating this very harsh, realistic reality in her music. I kind of heard that in Casual, and I'm seeing where it's coming from, which is that Venus and Capricorn, that Aquarius Mercury, that's like, you know, probing. It's very intrusive in a sense. So I feel like she definitely has like an intrusive, and I don't say this to be mean, but Chappell definitely has an intrusive type of personality. She's got a lot of people around her that, you know, are jealous of her fame, that are jealous. She does recognize that are jealous of her status, that feel like she doesn't deserve her place in the industry, that they feel like she didn't do a lot to really get to where she's at. You know, she's definitely somebody that tries to isolate herself from people that don't support her, don't get her vision, don't understand her as a person. She doesn't really like bad energy or bad vibes. I mean, who does, right, guys? But like, she really doesn't like that. It makes sense because she has Aquarius and Sag and Pisces. So it's like, once her vibe is killed, she's like, I'm good. I don't want to deal with this. She's not a confronter in that sense. Like, when people are trying to make her uncomfortable, or they're not supporting her, or, you know, they're not showing or understanding her vision or understanding what she's talking about. If, you know, Chappell feels misunderstood in any way, she emotionally withdraws, is what I'm seeing, and she doesn't tolerate it. She doesn't put up with a lot of bullshit, you know, which is also crazy that I'm getting this, guys. Kind of not, because Spirit's talking, right? Her spirit guides are talking, but she recently spoke out about, you know, the industry and fans and stuff. And so I didn't get too much into it, guys. I kind of just saw a little bit of a fan saying that, you know, Chappell, they agree with something that she was saying. But yeah, she's going to be making a lot of stands. And she's going to remove herself. She may get sick of the industry, just kind of being very invasive and intrusive with her, just like, you know, or the pressure that she feels to speak up about things or be an activist. And she doesn't mind doing that, but when she feels called to. But I see people like wanting her to be more of a voice and speak up more and like, you know, shake, you know, just, what's the word I'm looking for, guys? Just kind of shake the room up a bit, you know, shake the industry up a bit. Like, that's like, she's putting pressure on herself to just create and do what she loves. But I'm seeing pressure on the other end for people to really want her to make effective change in some way in the industry, or maybe like charities that she'll get involved in, world issues that she'll get herself involved in. She'll start finding herself moving in more of a role where she wants to speak out more, especially for the gay community. And the trans community, or just anybody in, you know, that's queer. Maybe she'll start doing this more in her music, or she'll start speaking up more in her music and making people uncomfortable. I don't know if Chappell's recently dating, or if there's somebody that she's dating or messing around with, but they're not good. She needs to not date them, or she needs to be careful with who she's dating. Like, it's talking about, like, she's been getting through her spirit guides, like, a lot of messages about people and friends, like just friends. The sevens talk about, it doesn't only have to be a partner. It could be like a friend, or, you know, the community that we build. You know, she's big on that. She's big on her community. She's big on, you know, her family. She's big on people like around her, like keeping a close knit, you know, support group of people that really understand her and understand her vision. But I'm seeing in her something in her love life, or maybe the partnership she saw growing up was very like, it didn't make sense, or it was maybe it was like really religious, or just overly religious, and she couldn't really express herself. Maybe it took a while for her to come out or something is what I'm hearing, or to be sure of her sexuality. So maybe she went through dating, a few dudes first, how we do, or it could talk about her still questioning her sexuality or questioning what she feels about her sexuality, or just the direction of her music. Like, if she wants to take it more in a gay sense, like, maybe it could be that, guys. But I'm also seeing someone she's talking to or she has her eye on, they're not going to be good for her. And they're actually going to cause her, like, a lot of problems. And this is kind of a warning if she's not already messing with this person. But it's a girl. Like, she's just not... I don't know. She's not getting what she needs. It could be an ex. Like, she's not getting the support or the love that she deserves, or this person is being very just like on and off or hot and cold with her, and it's kind of messing with her. Like, it's messing with her emotional state. It's messing with her direction of, like, because she operates a lot from her love chakra, her heart chakra, and she operates a lot from that. She operates a lot from being in love and or like connecting with people, making like passionate connections with people. It could be one-night stands or just being a form of intimacy. The sevens could talk about intimacy with your partner or intimacy with of any sort, just being vulnerable. That could be something that is a little hard for her when you know her. Whereas within her music, she's able to fully express that side of herself. She's able to fully go in and express that side and let go. So I feel like there could be some, like, emotional stuff with that. Also picking up on maybe she lost someone very young. She lost somebody very young, or she will lose somebody allegedly. Okay, this could be a very bad energy coming up for her where she loses like a parent or something, or oh god, it sucks that I'm predicting this. Yeah, moving on. Look, she's going through something with a person, like she in her love life, or this could also be the public, just the public not understanding her, like not understanding her vision. It doesn't only have to be a partner, but the sevens is like, her aesthetic, the way her identity, you know what I mean, guys? Like, I'm seeing that being questioned a lot with her, and she kind of like is pigeonholing herself, but she's trying not to. So I'm really curious as to what her next era is going to be, because I feel like this next era that she's going to go into is going to totally break her out of that. But I'm seeing the public not sure of how to receive it. So she's probably going to do more things to, break out of like being in a box, because with this album, I feel like she's really pigeonholing herself, and that's not something that she likes doing, but she's feeling good about it. She's having a lot of success, but it's becoming bigger than her, if that makes sense. It's becoming bigger than her music. Her identity is becoming bigger than her music, is what I keep hearing. Like, people more so are going to care about what she's wearing or who she's dating or what she's doing or what she's saying more than her music. I'm seeing her lose some type of control over her music. So maybe the way her music goes, or like losing her identity, or having imposter syndrome. Like, I feel like she may be already suffering from that. Chappell needs to be careful of a man coming in and trying to, or, just a manager. It could be a woman, somebody coming in and trying to like change her direction, change her identity in that way. I'm seeing, her struggle with her identity a lot, struggle with the way she wants to market her music. I feel like she'll figure it out, but it's about not letting people direct her. This could just be the public, just not even her team. It could just be her feeling pressured to move in that direction of like, keep doing what she's doing. I said the same thing for Sabrina. That's so funny. She's getting the same thing too, like, because of her, not so much in the way of Sabrina, but like Chappell's, her whole aesthetic, her whole like cosplay vibe, whatever, like, it's going to become bigger than her. And I'm seeing her feeling like she needs to like dial it back a little bit. But she doesn't want to, though. She's not going to. I don't see her doing that, but it's just talking about maybe management or some teams will make her feel like that, or have made her feel like that. It could just be that they have made her feel like that. They have made her feel like she's not in control of her own career in the past, and she's finally broken out of that, and she's started you know, her own. I'm wondering if she's going to move independent eventually, or she was independent for a minute, and it was really important for her to work with a label that understood her vision. So I'm not seeing that. It could just be a manager coming in that wants to control her, or, you know, a person in her love life that wants to control her or in some way. But yeah, with the Material Harvest card, guys, I see her doing really well with her career, honestly. Even if she does kind of like get pigeonholed a little bit, I see people still really responding to her because of her whole aesthetic. Like, the 7s are about aesthetic, you know, and she's really good at like camouflaging herself and becoming what is in, or in a way, and making it her own and doing a spin on it. So I don't really see her like being in this energy for long. I actually feel like she's gonna branch out completely and with her music, and she's gonna do more like maybe like 80s. I see her moving more. I know she kind of already sounds like she already sounds like that. Like, I see her moving, guys, in more of a, I don't know if she's already kind of feeling like she's doing this, but like more of a Pat Benatar direction. I heard Pat Benatar, so I don't know if, and I haven't said that name in so long, guys, but like, I don't know if Pat Benatar is one of her inspirations, but like, I heard Pat Benatar and also Joan Jett. I see her moving in some, or doing more stuff like that. If she's already doing it, I see her moving in more of like an 80s like pop, like funk pop direction. So I'm really excited to see her do something like this. If this is what she decides to do, guys, that's so cool if she ends up doing this. But yeah, with the 9, I see more opportunities opening up for her. I see her getting more deals, of course, you know. I see her empire, her wealth growing more. I see her fame growing more. I see it to the point where it's becoming like really, it's becoming a lot. It's going to become a lot for her. And a lot of comparisons. You already know the comparisons are going to start. So yeah, so far this is where her energy's at. Let's move more into my questions and see what else I get. So I want to say, before I get started, guys, all of what I say is alleged and for entertainment purposes only, okay? So please take everything I say with a grain of salt, unless Chappell tells me that I'm accurate, okay? Okay, guys, so in her reading, I want to go ahead and look at where her career is headed. And, you know, I also want to pull on her and Olivia, because I know her and Olivia are really close friends. So I want to pull on their dynamic. I also want to pull on the dynamic of her and Sabrina, and I want to see how she feels about, how Chappell feels about the beef between her and Sabrina and Olivia. So we're gonna get into that, yeah, and then we'll get into also how, you know, she's gonna get married, have kids. We're gonna talk about all of that. So guys, get your tea, get your snacks, and let's sip some strawberry cereal tea with me. Alright, guys, so let's see what's to come for her career. Let's go ahead and get into that. I kind of already started talking about that, but let me get more clarification. So I definitely already see Chappell wanting to take a break from the industry. That's already coming out immediately. Now, she may do this just to, you know, she may take like a 3-year break, you know, maybe she'll still do appearances, she'll still perform old music, but she's going to take a break for a little bit from the industry and just kind of like get re-inspired, get creative again, so that she can come back and make a better and stronger album. I'm picking up that even though she loves, you know, the album that she dropped, you know, she feels like she can do better. Like, she feels like, you know, she's grown so much from that album and touring. Like, she's learned a lot. And she's getting re-inspired with the Page of Cups. I feel like she's already working on her next project. I feel like she's already working on her album. Yeah, I keep feeling that. I feel like she's already working on her next album. I'm also seeing Grammys for her. I'm seeing her win a Grammy or 2. So I'm hearing Grammys. She's going to get a Grammy for her album. If it's not this one, it will definitely be her next one. If she doesn't get a Grammy for at least one song, or nominated. I don't know if she's been nominated, but I hear nominated. I also hear that she's going to get in a lot of the Grammy categories, or she's going to win some awards. Now, it could be VMAs. Like, we haven't done the VMAs yet, but she's going to have a lot of performances. She's going to be winning a lot of awards. A lot of awards. We're also going to see her do more magazine covers and deals with clothing brands and maybe makeup too. I see her doing a makeup brand or something, for maybe she collabs with, like, you know, somebody that's really big in the gay community or the drag community. I feel too, guys, she may get asked to be on RuPaul's Drag Race, or perform. I don't know if they've had like performers on there. Also seeing an SNL skit performance for her. I see her getting on Hot Ones. So we're gonna see her a lot more. We're gonna see her promote, especially when her next album comes out. We're gonna see her everywhere. She's gonna have a big rollout, like how Sabrina did. Chappell's gonna have a big rollout, and she's gonna, you know, do stuff for her fans. She's gonna fly her fans out. She'll do pop-ups. You know, she'll have certain brand deals. I see her having like random brand deals, but I see her having certain type of random brand deals, things you wouldn't expect. Maybe she'll even have like a Halloween costume or something. I don't know why I hear her having a Halloween costume where people are just gonna dress up as her for Halloween. It could just be that. It could just be that. But yeah, maybe she'll come out with a Halloween costume or a doll. She'll have like some type of doll or Funko Pop. So I'm hearing that. I'm hearing her go on more podcasts. And I know that she does like random photography for other people. So maybe she'll have some type of fun book or something of her doing photography or something. Or her modeling for a book or something. I feel like, I don't know if Chappell like draws or she paints or something, but I see her adding more of her drawings or like painting her covers or getting like artists to paint things for her. Like she's gonna, I feel like painting of some sort is gonna be heavy in her next era, or maybe she's just heavily into painting or something, but I'm picking up on painting for some reason, or she draws or does some form of that. I don't know, Chappell, this is random, but usually when I get these random messages, guys, like they happen. So I don't know, I hear that she's getting a new car or something, like she just bought a new car, or I don't know if she likes sporty cars or like really old like vintage cars. This is kind of a little bit about her personality, but like you know, or what she likes or whatever, but I feel like she likes really throwbacky old cars, or you know, maybe the new aesthetic of her album is going to be very like, you know, 80s, like I said, or 60s or something, or you know, there's gonna be more throwback elements to her, or the way she dresses. She's gonna switch up her aesthetic a lot. Yeah, which I feel she wants to do. She doesn't like being in the same box for too long. I don't know if she's into like really weird like architecture. I'm getting that from her too. Like maybe her house is going to be weird in some way, like, or the architect is going to be weird, or the interior design of her house is like very retro, or yeah, I'm getting she's very much an old soul as well. You know, that makes sense. That makes sense, guys, because she does have her Venus in Capricorn. So that would explain the very like old soul type of energy, like, or she just likes very throwbacky stuff. It could just be that. But I see her, I keep seeing her get like a really cute car, or like maybe it's like red or something, or it has red elements to it, or maybe the interior is red or something. But that's a little fun message I got. I think she's gonna end up getting a new car, or her first car, like, or something, or I mean, maybe not her first car, because how old is she? So, guys, I looked up her age. She's actually 26. So, yeah, I see her, like, she's very much an old soul. Or maybe if it's not an old car, it's like she purchases, like, an old house or something. Like, maybe of like a celebrity she likes. Like, you know, maybe it's a house, like, from that time. Like, you know, let's say she, for example, would buy, like, Elvis's house or something. Or, you know, Elvis's car, or like, you know, something, you know, or you know, an older artist that she loves from old Hollywood, you know, like she buys something from them. Yeah, that's what I keep getting. That's a really random fact, but yeah, that's what I keep getting. That's just nothing about her career. But yeah, guys, I see her like moving in a new direction with her artistry, and I don't feel like it will be like too new. I feel like there will be a lot of elements that we like. It's gonna have that theater like aspect to it. But also, too, I feel like it's going to be a lot of up-tempos and synths. It's going to be more so synth pop is what I'm hearing. Or, you know, maybe she'll keep elements of country in it. Or some some like Midwestern type of sound to it. Like she'll always have that twang to it, or that feel. But I see her wanting to get more 80s or like 70s or whatever. Like, I see her wanting to challenge that, even with rock. Like, I see her moving in a rock element, too. Like, I said Joan Jett. Like, she's... Ooh! Oh, yes. I hope she does this. Yes. I hear Joan Jett, like... Or I hear... Blondie. Yeah, I heard like Blondie, that direction. I hear that. And yeah, Joan Hart's band. Like, I keep hearing Joan Hart's Blondie. Maybe a little bit of Cher, a little bit. Like, I see her channeling, even though Cher, I don't know, you know, maybe Cher would be more of her aesthetic. Like, she's gonna go more in the Cher direction, mixed with like Blondie, Joan Jett. Like, I don't know if you guys would consider her already that, but I don't think so. I don't think she's like that right now. I don't personally feel or see that right now, but I see her going more of this like rock, a little bit of like blues too, a little bit too. I see her playing with that a little bit. Maybe like she's gonna experiment with a lot of different genres. Maybe she'll have a song on there that's kind of like rock blues or something like that. Like, or yeah, because she can sing. Like, we're gonna see too that Chappell can sing. Like, she can sing anything pretty much. She can sing anything. It's kind of giving, you know, the, you know, artists of my generation, you know, like it's giving how, like, you know, artists that really were singers and they were versatile, and you know, so I'm really curious to see if she goes in this direction, guys. I'm really curious. I feel like this album's gonna come out around the summer of next year. That's what I keep hearing, like around the summer is what I keep hearing, or the album will have very summery vibes. She's already working on this album though, so I'm wondering if it's going to come out later this year. I don't think so. I don't feel like it is. I feel like she's going to ride this out pretty, you know, this whole thing out. She's going to ride it out, but I see a possible album release in this close to the summer or mid-spring or something. Like, I keep seeing that. So this could obviously change, you guys. She could decide to not release it around when I said. Depends on other things going to play with making an album. I see her in a lot of controversies. I see her really having to defend herself, moving a lot with her emotions, just kind of like saying whatever she wants out of an emotional state of mind or an emotional space. I got my 7 of Wands upright, like her defending herself a lot, having to defend herself a lot, or like her having to protect herself a lot. So I feel like she's gonna need to like get more security. Like, I keep feeling that for her, that she's gonna need to get more bodyguards, or like, you know, amp up her security. Because like people are just gonna be very like invasive with her, just very like in her face, intrusive, or yeah, just intrusive with her, especially when if she decides to make her love life more public. Definitely I would advise her not to. I would advise her to not make her love life public, because people are just going to be annoying. And I see people too like starting like fan fictions of her in her love life. You know, just being like, you know, trying to, I don't know, I'm wondering too if like she's gonna cast one of her, or maybe she has, maybe she's already done this, but maybe she's casted a girlfriend that she's had in a music video before. If she hasn't done this already, I see her casting a love interest or somebody that she's dating. And I don't know if we're gonna know that she's dating this person, because it's 7s, so it's like I'm protecting this, and you like, yes, I'm showing you guys, but you guys may think that this is just someone that's acting in my music video. You won't know that it's actually my love interest. So I don't know if she's already done this, but, or maybe she likes to do this. This is something she just may like to do, and it may be like her niche or like her thing. But I don't know, maybe she thinks about it a lot. She thinks about, you know, incorporating her love interest, like her actual love interest in her music videos. Of course she does this in her art. She writes about, you know, what happens to her in her love life. But, you know, I see her like contemplating, if she hasn't already, maybe she wants to do this more if she's done it already, but she's gonna be quiet about it. I think people will start connecting the dots and like, you know, being like, like she can't, if she's thinking about it, she has to be like, I don't think she should do it, but I see her contemplating wanting to do that. Or yeah, or even if she's not in the video, centering something around her love interest or something like that. I see her doing that. So now it could also mean, guys, that she's going to be more you know, open about her love life and show them on her Instagram or TikTok or something. I see her getting into something very public, and she's gonna get with another artist. And I predicted something crazy, guys, like my I Spice video. I'm gonna do an updated reading on Ice Spice if you guys would like that. But I predicted Ice being in a relationship, a very public relationship with a dude that looked white. and he was a rapper. And I said that. I was like, the dude is white and a rapper. And she came out and she was with Central C. So, yeah, I'm getting the same type of vibe, like when I'm predicting someone in the public with their love life. But now, Chappell could decide not to be open about this. I would advise her to not be open, just because, you know, just people are going to be really weird. And I feel like it's going to be with another artist. Like, it's going to be with another artist that we know. It's going to be that she's going to get into this relationship. Another girl, it's going to be a girl we know her. I'm not getting who. Now, she could be an actress. Okay, guys, she could be an actress. I feel like Chappell hangs out with a lot of, like, people in theater and stuff. Or, like, maybe she's a musical theater major or something like that. Or maybe she's a theater major. Or maybe she just does acting on the, you know, on the side or something. And she does music. Or she's a dancer and she does acting. Like, I see something like that. Like, her being with somebody in the industry. But we know who this person is. So, we know who this is. So, it doesn't have to mean that she's super famous. But we know about her. I see her wanting to cast whoever this woman is, guys. I'm going to just say it, even though I sound crazy. Like, I see her getting into this relationship with this actress. Like, this woman that's an actress. I'm wondering who this is, because I feel it. And this is just the 7 of Wands, guys. This is just the 7 of Wands. I'm curious if I can pick up on this girl's, like, a sign. I'm going to try not... I don't think, you know... I don't know. I'm going to just try to pick up on her sign. Yeah, she's going to be very, very private about it, guys. The moon card came out. She's going to be very private about her. Okay, so it's somebody that... She has a lot of good memories of this person. Now, they could be a water sign. I'm getting Cancer, and they could be a Cancer or have Cancer placements. Maybe their moon is in Cancer. Guys, they be getting money, whoever they are. They be getting projects. They're they're in high demand. Whoever this person is, their status, like, they have status about them that she's gonna get with, which would make sense. Oh my god, Chappell would date, she would do this. She has her Venus in Capricorn, so it doesn't surprise me. Now, this could literally just be someone that songwrites, or they do scripts for Hollywood. They could just be a writer, or they could be an investor, or a real estate agent. It could be that. Now, that's kind of random what I just said, but they could be someone in the industry that sells to celebrities, or, you know, and they're kind of known around Hollywood. Or even if we don't know them, they're known around Hollywood. I feel like we're gonna know who this is, or if we don't know who it is, we will know who this is soon. We'll know. We'll know who this is. This person might also have kids. Yeah, maybe they're a casting director or a director or something. But I keep hearing actress or actor. Maybe they've acted in a few things as well, and they just do everything. They could just be, like, into everything. Okay, guys, so I'm thinking they could either be a Cancer, a Leo, or have Aries in their chart. So they could literally have Aries in their chart, be an Aries sun with a Cancer moon, Leo Mars, Leo ascendant. Or they could be a Leo sun with a Cancer moon. Maybe they have Aries in their Mars placement, or their... but this I'm not getting a particular person, but this person's very childlike. They like to have a lot of fun. They don't like taking stuff seriously. Could literally be a Sagittarius. Why was I thinking Billie Eilish, yo? If she got with Billie, that would be wild. If Billie and Chappell are low-key, like, together, that'd be crazy. But yeah, I'm hearing a fire sign. So I'm hearing a fire sign, or this woman has, like, water in her chart as well. Even if she's a fire sign, she has water in her chart. Or she could be a water sign with fire in her chart as well. So we'll see, guys, if I'm right. I'm getting water and fire. Maybe they have, like, Mercury and Earth, or Venus, like her. So that's kind of what I'm getting, guys. That's kind of what I'm getting. Yeah, we'll probably find out about them after they break up, though. We're probably going to find out for sure. Like, I think people are going to have their suspicions who this person is, but I feel like we're gonna find out about her after the fact, you know, after Chappell leaves her, or they, you know, they part ways. Yeah, I wanted to go into that more, guys. I wanted to go into that more. So that was a little bit about her love life. So guys, I want to go ahead and see, before I get into the rest of my questions about her music career, I want to see, you know, her relationship with Olivia. And I'm really, you know, you guys know I'm a nosy bitch, so I want to see her relationship with Olivia, how that is. I've been wondering, I've been very curious about that. So let's see. Ooh, guys, I'm just gonna say this. Sorry, I have to say it. Chappell and Olivia are gonna collab. Now, I know that Chappell brought Olivia on tour. I saw photos, so I know she brought her on tour. But I see a collaboration with them. They're working, or they're gonna work on something together. So be on the lookout for that. This might come out in the next either 2 months, or it could be in the next 2 years. But I'm hearing soon. Like we're probably gonna get this collaboration really soon. It could be next year, or yeah, it could be next year or in the next 2 months. So be on the lookout for that. They want to work on something together. So I don't know if this is going to be for, maybe Chappell already has a song for her, or Olivia's like helping her write something, or maybe, you know, Chappell is like, maybe she's going to have like Olivia do like background vocals for her or something, or she's going to feature her on some project, or it could be like a song for a movie or something like that they do together. It would be so freaking cute if they did a song together for a movie. But that's what I'm hearing. It's something that's gonna possibly come out in the next 2 months. Now it could take a little bit longer to put out, depending on, you know, what happens after I do this reading. But I'm seeing, regardless, I'm seeing a collaboration. I'm seeing they're gonna collaborate together. Exciting. So I feel like there's a lot of harmony and balance in their friendship. I think that they're really close. I feel they're really close. They have a lot of emotional support with each other. I mean, it makes sense. They both are Pisces, so there's that. And they both actually have a Capricorn placement. I think Olivia has her Venus in Capricorn, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, they relate a lot. They have a lot of emotional bonding. They've known each other for, I don't know, I don't feel the length of time, but I feel like there's been a lot of like emotional connection, which even if they haven't known each other that long, they've bonded very like closely. They really respect each other. They support each other. I love seeing this energy from Olivia. I like seeing her support other women. I'm not trying to like start crap, but you know, as long as there's no, you know, I have to be funny, guys. As long as there's no guy threatening Olivia, then she like pretty much tries to be cool with you, you know. But I'm seeing with Chappell, she just loves Chappell. Now, keep in mind, Chappell is a lesbian, so she ain't a threat to Olivia, so let's keep that in mind. But I freaking love that they get along. They have a really cute friendship. Yeah, look at that. As I said, that very playful. They have a very playful friendship. Six of Cups is very playful, nostalgic. I wonder if they bond on like old movies, or like, I know like Olivia loves Twilight, so I'm hearing Twilight. I don't know if Chappell likes Twilight, but they, depending on, like, there's some type of nostalgia that they bond over. Like, maybe they watch a lot of like old 90s movies together, or like old 2000s movies, maybe 80s. Maybe they listen to like a lot of 80s music, or 60s, whatever, like rock or something like that. Like, they share the same type of like love for music, of course, but the same type of genre of music, the same type of sound and feel, and like movies too, I'm hearing, or like clothes, or like aesthetic type of, you know, there's a lot of like good memories around their friendship. And I don't know if they have like little fun sleepovers or something. They're big kids with each other. It's cute. Like, they're very playful with each other, and not in that way, guys, get your mind out of the gutter. They're very like playful, and they act like kids together. It's really cute. It's like, you know, when their relationship from this card reminds me of like when you have, I don't have kids, but like if you guys have kids, when you introduce your daughter or your son to like, you know, to school, right? And they make their friends, and then their friends they're like, oh my god, I want to see like my friend, and like you get like play dates together. It kind of feels like that. It's like weird. I don't know. It's like very like childlike, you know. Their connection is very childlike. There's really no ego when it comes to their friendship. They pretty much have a really good friendship. They, you know, they're not super close to where they talk about a lot of like their day-to-day issues or anything like that. They do get busy and like, you know, do their own thing, but they've had a lot of time to hang out. And I don't know if Chappell like toured with Olivia at one point, because I'm seeing there's been a lot of connecting through like travel and like music. So I don't know if, like, I know that Chappell just brought Olivia on tour, but I don't know if she's planning on touring with her or if they're gonna do something cool like that. It could be that if they haven't already. I would say too, there's been a lot of trauma bonding. Like there's a lot of like, you know, codependency amongst each other. There's a lot of like, they like to like learn from each other in a lot of ways, because I take the high priestess as like them learning from each other, them getting what they need out of the other one to feel fully supported in their crafts. Like they use each other as like a sounding board of how their music should sound, or if they're doing well with their music. I feel like both of them are very honest and critical over each other in like a good way. Like they critique each other in a really cool way, you know, and they're like, oh, that sounds good, or like, you know, they pretty much do that. They don't really disagree with, you know, something that the other is doing very often, but when they do, they listen to each other. It's cool. Chappell really listens to Olivia, and Olivia really listens to Chappell. Like they have a really cool friendship. There's a lot of camaraderie in their friendship. I'm wondering if they're gonna do some cool like music video together or something, or there's a collaboration, guys, on the table. I'm seeing them do something really cool together. I don't know, like, yeah, I'm wondering too, of course, if they share, if they bond over animals, or if they bond over like their pets together, like if they bond over like, you know, just, I don't know, just animals in style. This looks like Olivia to me. This looks so much like Olivia. They got something on the table, guys, with the moon card and the cherry. There's something in the works, or like they're working on something together, or they've worked or talked about working on something together. But I do see them actually doing it. So I hope we get this collab. Like, you know, that'd be cool to hear my prediction happen. So for you guys too, I know a lot of people may want it. Chappell feels like Olivia's kind of private. Like she feels like she's very secretive. I feel like Olivia feels this way about her too. Like they both kind of move very privately, and they just like they move on from things really fast. Like they both have short attention spans is what I'm hearing. I feel like talking, that when they talk, it's like a ping pong game. Like it's like watching a match or something, because they're very like expressive when they talk, and like just like, I don't know, I just keep feeling they're very energetic and expressive when they talk, or they like to come up with like weird like nicknames, or they like to baby like talk or something is what I keep hearing, or they have this like weird tone in which they both speak in, and in which they joke in. Like it's like, I keep hearing it. I'm like, what the hell am I hearing? I feel like Olivia's working on her new album. I feel like maybe Chappell's helping her on her new album or something, but Olivia, or music video or something like that, or like whatever Olivia's working on that she's been hiding, like Chappell's been a part of it. So maybe she's songwriting for her. Does anyone know if Chappell songwrites? I don't know. I don't know if she, I mean, I'm thinking she writes her own music, but does she songwrite for other people is what I mean. Because I feel like she's helping her, or she covers up a lot of stuff for Olivia. Like she knows a lot of her secrets. Like they're really close, like really, really close. But they don't hang out very often as much as they used to because of work and them both touring and being busy. So yeah, I'm wondering if they're gonna do some type of like diss track together. Like if they're gonna shade some other artists, or I'm wondering if they're gonna shade other artists or something like that, or if there's an artist that's gonna come out and speak out about Olivia or Chappell, and they're gonna get together and shade them or something. Is Olivia in a new relationship? Is she still with that, I think she's in a relationship, right guys? Is she still with that guy? Because I'm seeing that there's problems, there's problems with her and her dude, or there was problems, and Chappell was like there for her. She was like helping her a lot. Now she could have just been there for her during like past stuff, but yeah, I'm seeing that the way Olivia feels about Chappell is that, you know, she's very like, she admires how she handles like emotions on her own. She admires how she really doesn't, and how she channels those emotions in her music, and that she doesn't, like Chappell really doesn't get attached to like an outcome or someone, or she doesn't let people like lock her down like that is what I'm hearing from Olivia's energy. And she's quick to like block people. Like Chappell's like quick to block someone, or she's quick to like not put up with bullshit, or you know, she doesn't like, she admires how her strength, she admires, you know, this type of like fame that she's been getting, and how she's had to emotionally like detach herself from things. And Olivia has a hard time doing that. She has a hard time kind of like not living in her emotions, whereas, you know, Chappell's like the opposite of a Pisces doing that. Like, she, like, you know, she does move with her emotions to some degree because she has Mars in Pisces, but she channels that in a more healthier way than Olivia does, and allegedly. And Olivia admires that about Chappell. She admires that she's able to kind of like take herself out of like emotional situations and just keep on working and like channeling that in a more creative and productive way, whereas Olivia does that too, but you know, she doesn't quite handle it in the way that Chappell does. It's weird. Like, but she admires her for it. She admires her for it. So I want to say that. She likes how direct Chappell is. She likes how she's not afraid to say. She likes that she's not afraid to say whatever she wants. She likes that, you know, she moves with purpose a lot of times. She loves that she's like a show off in a sense. Like, she loves to like show people like, oh, look, you guys, you know, underestimated me. Like, I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna dress like this. Like, she loves how formative Chappell is, like, and how she speaks her mind and she lives in her passion, and she doesn't, you know, and does whatever she wants and works with whomever she wants and dresses however she wants. I feel like, you know, Olivia has her own form of her identity, but she really loves the way Chappell, like, the way she channels it, you know. I feel like she definitely likes her red hair. She likes her red hair. She likes the color on her. She's like, that's your color, I feel. The ending card is the Star card. She feels like this is so sweet. She feels like Chappell was born to be in the spotlight. And she's so happy that, because I feel like Chappell's been like working and helping Olivia, but she's happy to see Chappell get the recognition that she deserves. She's glad that people are like finally catching on to Chappell, because she's always like, I feel like Olivia talks about Chappell a lot, or especially when Chappell wasn't getting recognition like the way she is now. I feel like Olivia's always like talked about her in rooms or tried to put her in rooms to where people would listen. Vice versa, I feel like Chappell's tried to do that too for Olivia until she didn't need it, you know, or just be there for Olivia with her branding and whatever she needed, you know. I feel like Chappell's done that for her. I feel like Olivia has, you know, kind of how, like, I'm feeling the same vibe actually with Ariana and Victoria. Like, it's that same energy. Like, I feel like Chappell and Olivia have that same vibe where they worked heavily together, and Chappell, I don't know if she song wrote for her with some things. I know that Olivia does her own songwriting, but I'm wondering if Chappell like was a big part of her, you know, things that like her music in some way, because you know, I'm seeing like maybe like she's helped her in some ways or song wrote for her like Victoria did with Ariana. I'm seeing that Chappell was that person for Olivia. That's what I keep feeling. Okay guys, so that's so far what I'm getting with Olivia and Chappell. That's their friendship, or that's their friendship, and that's how, you know, Olivia feels about Chappell and how Chappell feels about Olivia. Let me see how Chappell feels about Sabrina and vice versa. Okay. Ooh, Chappell got a little crush on Sabrina. Chappell, you got a crush on Sabrina, don't you? I know, who doesn't? Chappell's so gay. It's so funny. It's so fucking funny, bro. Like, she's looking at Sabrina like this. Oh man, let me see if y'all, I'm gonna really try to show y'all this card. Look at that. That kind of reminds me of Sabrina, actually. Like, how like she's like going for this like Bridget Bardot, like voluptuous, like sensual kitten, like sex kitten look. That I basically said that she was, you know, I said that Sabrina was gonna be moving a lot more sexual and expressive, like sexually expressive in that way, and like, and just doing whatever she wants. And like, she literally came out with the Taste music video and she's kissing Jenna Ortega, which I was like, and that's like, you know, what I was talking about. She's not gonna give a fuck, you know. But Chappell loves Sabrina. Oh my god, like, just loves her independent, like loves things about Sabrina, not just like her music, but the way Sabrina carries herself. She really likes that. Yeah, she would love to work with Sabrina. I see her wanting to work with Sabrina as well. So I'm wondering, and Sabrina loves Chappell, so I'm wondering if there's going to be a collab with them too. She's not really letting the beef between Olivia and Sabrina like affect her. Like, she doesn't. I love Chappell's energy. She don't play that. She's like, I'm going to be totally neutral. Like, some people could see that as like, wow, like, isn't this person your friend? And, you know, Chappell's like, I like them both. Chappell wants Olivia and Sabrina to get over it and collab. Like, she wants that so bad. I wouldn't be surprised if Chappell was in Olivia's ear. Maybe this is why I was feeling, guys. And some people probably didn't believe me, but this is probably why I was feeling Olivia wanting to collab with Sabrina, because Chappell could be in Olivia's ear like, come on, like, get over it, it's fine, like, you guys should collab, I love you both, you know, like, that's Chappell's energy. Like, she's just, like, she wants Olivia to put that shit to rest, like, and Sabrina too, you know, she wants them to work together, or like at least write for each other, you know, something, you know, or just to be friends. Like, she wants that unity. Like, Chappell loves that. She doesn't like petty arguments, or she doesn't like drama like that, you know. She tries, I already said that, like, she tries to stay out of shit like that as best she can. She tries to be friends with everyone. Like, that's her Pisces, and her Venus and Capricorn wanting her to keep it professional, and like her Mars and Pisces, like, Chappell feels like she's just like, I want to work with whomever I want. I want everyone to just work with whomever they want, and there not be this drama or this, like, you know, bad blood, or, you know. So I'm wondering if she's wanted to speak out against the feud between Olivia and Sabrina. So I don't know if that shit's gonna get brought back up again. You know, Chappell's gonna feel the need to like say something, or like, you know, post some picture or something like that of her hanging out with them both or something. That would be really dope if she did that. But I see her being the mediator of some sort, or she's been kind of like the mediator behind Olivia and Sabrina arguing. Like, it's now more so, guys, I'm sorry to say this if you like Olivia, but Olivia's been more of the person stoking it. Sabrina's been just trying to like move on, and like, yes, she writes about stuff, but like, so does Olivia. Olivia writes about stuff from her past. So anyway, I'm seeing like, you know, Chappell is aware of like with the Six of Cups reverse, like, she's aware that there's been, you know, like bad energy with how certain people have felt about Sabrina. I don't know what this is, like what this means, like if Sabrina is maybe like, if people just don't like Sabrina for some reason. I'm not feeling this is Sabrina being catty, or I would say, guys, even though I do like Sabrina's energy, I would say if she was being like that. But I'm wondering if, you know, allegedly Sabrina just kind of like does her own thing and kind of like has her friends, but doesn't really branch out or socialize with the cliques. You know, it's kind of giving that clique energy that Olivia may be annoyed of, you know. I don't know, it's giving clique energy. Like, Sabrina doesn't like being a part of cliques. I don't know, it's something, she doesn't like that. She will be friends with like people that are in cliques, you know, don't get me wrong, but she'll kind of just like be friends with you and then just kind of do her own thing and remain close to her close-knit circle, guys. Like, that's what I keep feeling from her. So she kind of moves the same way with Chappell. Like, they're not super close. There have been certain misunderstandings with other people, but it's not about them more so. It's like other people starting drama and then kind of like, you know, getting over, like Chappell getting over that and just like being cool with everyone. And it's not only like, you know, guys, it's not only Sabrina, but she has like a lot of, to go back to this, she has a lot of love and respect for Sabrina, and actually wants to work with her, but is worried that she can't work with her because of certain things that have happened with her and Olivia. And, you know, but Olivia, she's not loyal. Like, Chappell's not loyal to, she doesn't do that clique thing, I don't feel. Like, she's gonna be cool with whomever and support whomever she wants, even if you've had bad blood with someone that she likes or something like that. Like, I see her just, you know, it's kind of that Ice Spice energy where Ice is like, well, I'm gonna work with her just cause, like, I'm gonna keep it pushing, you know, it's that energy. So yeah, it might be the Venus and Capricorn and the Mercury and Aquarius energy in her, that Sag moon, like, you know, Chappell wanting to do what she wants and being cool with whoever she wants because she likes to make those connections. That Venus and Capricorn is like, well, later on I may need to collaborate with them, or I'll see them at this event, or this will happen, and why would I limit myself of collaborating and being, when I do get there, when I do want to collaborate with people, you know, because I don't feel Chappell has collaborated with someone yet, so I do see her later on doing that, but being very selective with who she collaborates with, being very, very selective. But I see Sabrina being one of the artists that she wants to collab with. I'm wondering too if low-key she wants to get Sabrina and Olivia on one of her songs. Look, Chappell, if you fucking do this, you're a genius, bro. Oh my god. But she sees Sabrina winning a lot of Grammys for her album Short and Sweet. She sees her winning a lot of awards, not just Grammys, just like a lot of awards, and she's proud of her. You know, she has nothing but love for her, guys, honestly, and she knows that her career hasn't been easy. Like, it hasn't been easy for Sabrina. Like, this is also telling me, guys, that Chappell is like, I know that it hasn't been easy for, you know, Sabrina to get to where she's at, to get to this energy. Like, you guys are seeing this energy, but you're not seeing how much work she had to do to get to this energy. This Nine of Pentacles is a woman that's like, she's flourishing, you know, she's getting everything that she desires, and she doesn't need a man, you know, to support her. Like, she loves that too. I think Chappell loves that inner, she likes that feminism in Sabrina, that feminism spirit, you know. She likes that Sabrina, like, doesn't mind talking crap about men, or, you know, putting men in their place and being like, I don't need you, I'm an independent woman, and, you know, I got this on my own, I don't need you to support me. Like, she loves Sabrina's like very boss mentality, that very Taurus, you know, mentality. I feel like Pisces admire that. They admire the longevity and the tenacity and the stubbornness of a Taurus, and so I'm seeing her acknowledge that. She likes that. But she just admires the way Sabrina carries herself. She loves the way she carries herself, even in the whole thing with Olivia. Like, Chappell admired the way Sabrina, you know, because even if her and Olivia weren't friends at that time, Chappell and Olivia, of course, Chappell saw, you know, we heard about it, and she just loved the way that Sabrina navigated that drama. You know, she loved it. Like, I'm seeing her, like, really admire that about Sabrina, because Sabrina could have went toxic, you know what I mean? She could have, and it's like she expressed that in the music, and, you know, she expressed her feelings in her music, and that's, Chappell admires that. She admires getting your emotions, getting everything out in music, taking it to the booth. Like, she's like, let's take it to the booth, like, let's sing it out, you know, let's sing it out, or do it in the music videos, whatever. Like, let's make it a creative form of expression instead of toxic, you know? So I'm seeing Chappell admires that about Sabrina. I'm wondering if, like, Chappell's gonna make Sabrina a love interest. Chappell, you should so fucking do that, bro. Please make her a look, because the whole thing with her and Jenna, it just was that catapult, like, energy, like, that Sabrina kind of wants to dabble in, even though, I mean, maybe Sabrina questioned it herself. No, I'm just kidding. I mean, she said that she didn't have a gay awakening, but, you know, but maybe, you know, I don't know. I see Chappell, like, wanting to cast Sabrina in a music video. Maybe Olivia. Maybe she'll do it with Olivia. But I see her wanting to cast Sabrina in a music video. And I'm glad that she's openly supporting her, because that makes it, that sets the tone for her to collaborate with her. It's not a surprise. You know what I'm saying, guys? Like, she absolutely adores Sabrina. I see her extending, like, some type of offer to Sabrina. I don't feel like she's quite done it yet, or maybe they haven't really talked about it. Like, with the Hermit and the Eight of Wands reverse, I don't feel like they've quite gotten into it yet. Maybe there's been mention of it, of collaborating. Maybe there's been some type of mention or offering, or like, if you ever want to collab, like, I'm open to it. Or maybe Sabrina wants to collab with Chappell really bad, because I know Sabrina really loves Chappell. But I see, like, I feel like Chappell gonna play on that, and she's either gonna feature her on her project, or, you know, like, I feel like Chappell wants to make a song specifically for Sabrina, like, to be on. Or she wants to collaborate with her in a music video, like, make her the love interest or something. So look out for that. Look out for that, guys. I hope this happens. I'm picking up on it, so I'm hoping it happens. Maybe Sabrina will do it. Maybe Sabrina will make Chappell, or put Chappell in her, like, music video or something. I'm telling you, there's a project or something coming up that they're gonna work on something together. Mark my words, guys. She wants to work on something. I feel like Chappell is working on her stuff, her music. I mean, she's always working on music. I feel like she's always writing, always getting inspired. But I see her, like, wanting to collaborate with her, or wanting, you know, to cast her in her movie, or maybe her music video movie. I don't know if Chappell's gonna do a whole, like, visual album. Oh my god, if she does, that'd be so dope, because we haven't had that yet. But I'm wondering if Chappell's next era, she's gonna create a whole, like, movie, You know, it's going to be like, people are telling her to do it. I feel people are telling her to do it. She needs to make a whole musical, or I see her, maybe she'll direct a musical or something, or she'll make a musical. Or her album will get turned into a musical, which is so cool if it does. Or it will be her, or she'll make music, like a music soundtrack for a musical or a movie or something. So yeah. So let's see how Sabrina feels about Chappell. I'm pretty sure these cards are going to come out really nice. Okay, this makes sense. Guys, Sabrina feels so, at first I was confused because Chappell came out as the King of Wands, but upright, which is good. But then I got the Lovers in the reverse. So I'm like, why did I get the Lovers in the reverse? So I feel like that's more so talking about Chappell's protection. Like, I feel like Sabrina doesn't like what's been happening with Chappell. As far as like the public, the way they're treating her. She feels like Chappell has every right to like speak up for herself, and she's so glad that she's taking a stand and creating more visibility with celebrities, like protection. I see the king, her seeing Chappell as like the King of Wands, as being boisterous, assertive, dominant over the music industry, and just like how she's not getting the proper support sometimes that she needs. So she's concerned. I feel like there is a bit of being concerned for Chappell's safety. I feel like she also worries about the public because Chappell kind of just says whatever she wants. I do think she does keep some type of professionalism, but I see Sabrina worrying for her about that, about her speaking up like all the time, or, you know, taking on more of this like aggressive, not aggressive, but like outspoken standpoint. She worries for her a little bit with that because she feels like a lot of people will misunderstand Chappell. But she loves how confident she is. She loves how confident she is. She loves that she is not afraid to like speak her mind and, you know, do whatever she wants and move in whatever direction she wants. Yeah, look, she's getting a lot of fiery cards. 5 of Wands. I'm just getting, guys, more concerned for Chappell's safety. Like, that's like the main thing that Sabrina's worried about. Like, I'm not even picking up on how she feels about her. But she does have a lot of love and respect for her. I'm seeing that. But she's worried. Like, she worries about her because of, like, how much fame she's been getting. I don't know if Chappell has called her and they've talked about things or something. But I'm getting more of a concerned energy from Sabrina. Like, she cares about her a lot. That's sweet. Sabrina wants to work with her. She loves what she's doing. She desires to work with her. She wants to learn from her. She wants to get better at songwriting. She feels like Chappell, I mean, Sabrina's pretty good at songwriting, but she feels like she could learn a lot from Chappell. So I don't know if, do you guys know if Chappell is a songwriter? Like with other artists, like does she, you know? Yeah, now we're getting how she feels. Okay. Yeah, one of her desires is to either bring her on stage with her and do a duet with her, like sing with her, or she wants to like collaborate with her in some way as well. Like she wants to collaborate or work on something with her. She admires how emotionally in tune she is. She can't wait to see like her new project. Like she's wanting more music from her. She really wants more music from her. She's such a fan. It's cute. She feels like a lot of girls, ooh, this is going to be a little problematic. Sabrina feels like a lot of girls in the pop realm are not pushing as hard as Chappell. She's like, you guys are not working as hard as, you know, allegedly. Sabrina did not say this. This is me in her energy allegedly feeling this about how she feels about Chappell, but she feels like allegedly some of the pop girls are not as, they're too relaxed, you know what I mean? She feels like Chappell is really pushing people out there. She's really like, you know, pushing the envelope on what we should do. She's really, you know, wow. She feels like she's really causing people to step the fuck up. Like she feels like she's working really hard and she's breaking so many like stigmas. She's breaking, not just in her music, that is definitely one way. Like she's changing the course of music. And Sabrina recognizes that. And also, you know, she feels like even in the Hollywood space, like she feels like she's break a lot of things wrong with the industry in some ways. She feels like a lot of girls are not working as hard as Chappell. Like a lot of the pop girls, allegedly, they're not working as hard as Chappell. They're not pushing the envelope enough. They're getting too relaxed. They're getting too relaxed. Sabrina's like, we're getting too, Damn, she has such a high respect for her. High respect for her. That's what I keep hearing. Okay, guys, so that wraps up that segment. If you would like to keep on watching what I pull on for Chappell's personality and a little bit more predictions and where I see her music career going, then keep on watching. Alright, guys, let's go ahead and pull on Chappell's personality. I'm going to pull a few cards for this. We'll see how much I pull, but yeah. Okay, guys, so these are the cards that I got so far for Chappell's personality. I got Temperance in the reverse. I feel like Chappell has a hard time like balancing. She tends to throw herself too much into work, or she overextends herself for people that don't give her the same energy back. But she could be a very giving person, but also when she's giving, at times, allegedly, she feels like, you know, it kind of jades her very quickly. Like, I feel like she gets jaded very easily from things, and she doesn't want to give her energy anymore, or she may get like bored of things when she doesn't feel appreciated. You know, I just feel like she doesn't really balance herself well, or she'll overwork or overextend herself for people. She has a hard time grounding herself is what I'm feeling. I feel like she tries to not let her emotions get the best of her, but she can be very off balance at times, very unstable, very allegedly emotionally unstable at times because she doesn't deal with her emotions right away. Especially her having a Sag moon, she tends to like run from her emotions and her Mars in Pisces, or run from her anger, or run from anything that seems like it would complicate a situation or rock the boat, or, you know, make people see her in a different way. I have Justice in the reverse. She hates when things are done unjustly to people. I see at one point maybe she wanted to get into some form of law, or maybe she wanted to be in the military or a cop, or she thought about doing something like that, or maybe she's just had a lot of like people around her that dabble in this field, or that are in this field, I mean. But I see like her concept too of marriage, like of her even wanting to be married. It's like she thinks about it and it kind of makes her very uncomfortable. Like sometimes like she wants it, but it's like she doesn't want anything to come in between her career and like what she's doing. Like once she gets started with something, she doesn't like for people to pull her away from it, or for her to get distracted in any type of way. Or, you know, I'm just seeing like a lot of like, you know, her needing to also balance. This is another card of needing to balance things. She's not good at balancing. She'll either throw herself into her work completely and forget about other people, allegedly, or she'll allegedly throw herself into her relationship and neglect people in her life at times. Or she's done this in the past when she was younger, and she's learning to overcome this energy and balance herself better. But I'm seeing that her perception of marriage is kind of warped. Like, I don't know, she doesn't really feel like she's either going to get married, or she doesn't feel like she needs to abide by marital like standards, and she wants to have something very unconventional. This could also play into the fact of her being a lesbian. You know, that's very unconventional. So yeah, she understands too, like, I see her wanting to fight more for her rights, especially if Trump, you know, ends up in office. I do feel this in her energy. She's considering her place in the gay community and like what she's going to do in the gay community, and making more of a name in the community for that. If our rights for, you know, the LGB, like if they are in any way threatened, I see her really taking a stand and saying something, or trans or whomever. Like, you know, as we know, Trump doesn't support trans rights. So I see her, if he ends up in office, like her really taking a stand. We're going to see her talk about that even more. I know she kind of wouldn't perform. I know she didn't want to perform at the White House. I think that was what it was, guys, right? But yeah, I see her taking more of a stand with that. Or just like rights, you know, she's not afraid to like speak out. With the Three of Pentacles reverse, okay guys, I'll show you the card. Three of Pentacles reverse. I do see like people in the industry like turning on her. I hate to be that person, ugh. But I see people not understanding what she's saying, or just her being too much of a hot topic for people at times. I see like certain like opportunities taken from her, and she knows that, or certain things have been taken from her unjustly because of who she is. or because of what she likes. I see her getting in trouble with like religious people as well. I don't know if she's gonna try. She likes to talk about like religion. Like I see her talking about religion a lot, or paying, or maybe talking about it in her music a lot, or like causing like a lot of controversy in the music world, or maybe her playing on the Illuminati type of thing, like her messing with us about that. Like I see her channeling that in the public, not understanding like her direction and what she's trying to do, because I see her moving in more of this artistic type of way, political artistic type of way sometimes even, that we won't really get right away. So I'm also picking up through her energy, like through her personality, like where she wants to take her music almost to, or she's thinking about that, you know, in this time. Or maybe too, like, you know, she'll talk about how more in her maybe this will be more of a concept in her music of her, you know, being in the industry and like fans, you know, feeling entitled to you, or people just feeling entitled to you and your privacy and your time. So I see her doing something like that. Or maybe in like on her tours, like she'll have like stuff in the background about that, like her visuals or music videos will be some about that. I feel like in the past she's been really, I mean, we've all been hurt, but you know, so this isn't common, you know, this is common knowledge, but like I feel like she's been hurt a lot, or she has like a lot of baggages that, you know, she carries and things that she knows that she needs to work on or heal from. I see later on, Chappell just needs to be very mindful of having a major health scare. I see a potential major health scare allegedly for her. So she just needs to be cautious of that. She needs to make sure that, you know, she's taking care of herself as she ages, and her mental health, you know, she needs to make sure that her mental health stays intact. But more so I'm picking up on her health, or maybe somebody in her family suffering from some type of illness. And it kind of changing, like this person possibly will change the way she does her music. It could literally be a partner too, guys. Maybe a partner will fall ill, allegedly, that she'll have. I'm also seeing for her personality, the Queen of Swords reverse. She's definitely a person too that she does get codependent on, you know, the people around her to like tell her when she's wrong, or she uses people as like a sounding board to really like to say when she's wrong, or she'll be like, was I right for saying that? Like a lot of times she's not really like, she's usually confident in certain things of what she talks about, but I'm seeing that there's like doubt in herself a lot when it comes to like speaking up for certain things, or like speaking up for herself in certain ways, or like her doubting herself when she gets really close to people. She starts doubting herself a lot and not really understanding how to convey her words, or you know, just kind of doing it like I already talked about, guys, like doing it in an aggressive way and in an almost like in an emotionless way, but you're still going to hear the emotion. You're still going to hear the, you know, see the emotion and see, you know, when she's upset. You're still going to see those things, but it's only when she's very passionate about something that is really affecting her, she'll come out and like express it, you know, especially through her, of course, her music. But, you know, we're going to see more of her talk about, you know, the things that she wants to talk about, but it's about her navigating on how she's going to say that. I see that being a big problem for her. Yeah, Five of Wands, as I said that. Five of Wands, I see her getting in a lot of arguments, and this is, you know, she's very controversial. Like she's a very hot topic, or she will become a very hot topic, or you know, people won't like her. Like as like time goes on, I'm seeing people not like her or find her. Oh, I hate that I'm feeling this. But I gotta keep it real, guys. I gotta keep it real. Allegedly, I see people like finding her really annoying, and just like, it's kind of giving when Demi would like speak out on things and like just a talk. Like it's kind of giving that energy. I hate to say that, but like, yeah, like it's giving that energy, or her just being, or her just like arguing her point, or needing to defend herself all the time, or needing to speak up all the time about things. No matter like if somebody, like I see if, you know, like people talk about her, she may possibly comment on like the video, or she'll just respond like on a live, or she'll just like have outbursts of like responding or giving something attention. And so I feel like she's going to need to like figure out what to give her attention to and what not to give her attention to. I feel like she could be a very indecisive, or just like an overthinker, or just like very indecisive with what she wants to do, or in her head a lot. You know, she's very intuitive. You know, she's a very intuitive woman. She moves very intuitively. She knows what she wants to do before she even thinks about it. She dreams a lot about what she wants to do creatively. She sees like her visions very clearly. You know, and she doesn't mind giving ideas to people. I'm seeing she doesn't mind inspiring other people. She doesn't mind helping, you know, other people with collaborating. So maybe she'll start collaborating a lot. We'll see her start moving in this direction of collaborations. I feel like she's really impatient. I don't know. I feel like Chappell is really impatient. Like, she doesn't like waiting on people, or allegedly, like, she doesn't like waiting on people. Something about religion is coming up again, so I'm wondering if she's questioning her beliefs, or, you know, if that was just something that was like heavily stressed in her household. Yeah, is what I'm seeing. And she pulls like a lot of inspiration from that, especially her childhood. As I said, that Six of Cups, look at that. She pulls a lot of inspiration from her childhood, and just like having fun. Like, she wants to have fun. Like, she doesn't like, you know, she doesn't like how serious the industry gets, or, you know, that's why, you know, we see her like dressing up and being silly like that. Like, she likes to keep things very fun, and like, you know, change her appearance a lot, or change what she's doing, or change her direction, and be spontaneous. I feel like she gets bored very easily. She does need to be cautious. I do see a lot of backstabbing energy around her. So she, you know, that's common when an artist is coming up like this. This is very common. We see this a lot, but she does need to be cautious of people twisting her words, or backstabbing her, or taking her the wrong way, or trying to change her in any type of way. She likes to work on like multiple things at the same time. Like, she doesn't stay on one project very long. Like, she'll go back to it, but she likes to jump around a lot. Maybe this is just how she records her music. Like, she likes to jump around a lot and record different layers to what she's doing, or whatever is what I'm hearing. Or she wants to branch out more and work with so many different types of energies, and not lock herself into a genre. So one album can be completely different than the next. Like, that is her goal, like, is to always like transform and to be better than she was before. You know what I mean, guys? So we're not really gonna see her do the same thing. I mean, she may revisit certain types of elements of the sound that she had from her previous projects, but, you know, she's gonna totally like want to surprise us. Like, I see her like wanting to open up like something for like a scholarship or something for kids, or you know, or people in the music industry, or start a label, or like in the future, like, she's gonna want to start some label or charity, or yes, maybe a school. I see her like maybe like having a course in school or something. You guys know how they do like those master classes? Like, I feel like she's gonna have something like that. Yeah, I see her like she's working on something. Yeah, I don't feel like people are really gonna like the direction her sound's gonna go in, though. Like, I feel like, of course, like, I feel like she'll nail it on a lot of other, like, she'll do well. I'm not saying she'll do bad, but I don't know. This is later on, so this may not even be this next project. I feel like she'll do fine with this next project, but later on, I don't really see like Chappell's longevity, you know. Like, I'll pull on that, guys, because I could be wrong, but I'm seeing there be a big question mark around her longevity in the industry, because I feel like people are going to get annoyed and bored of her. Like, I keep seeing that. Like, this will be eventually, I think, or it will be that her problems or her speaking out are going to overshadow her music. It's going to overshadow her music, or what she's doing, or how performative she is. It's going to feel fake to people, and they're not going to be receptive of it anymore. That's like kind of the vibe I'm getting already from her for her career. Okay, guys, so that was a little bit of Chappell's personality. I didn't get too heavy into it. You know, I will most likely end up revisiting her energy. I just kind of want to move a little more into her career, because that's where her energy is leading me to. But I will most likely do another reading on Chappell in the future, and I will talk more about her personality. So yeah, now I'm really curious about where the rest of her career is going to go, and then we'll wrap the video. So let me see if she will win some awards, okay? I feel like she's going to win some awards, for sure. Yeah, King of Pentacles in the upright, she's definitely going to be getting a lot more investments, a lot more backing, a lot more budgeting behind her. We can expect this especially with her fame. She's already been getting that. I also see new management coming in for her, or her switching management, or maybe she will end up being independent, because the King of Pentacles likes to do things themselves, and she does have her Venus in Capricorn. So I do see her going through this moment of her, because I got my Queen of Cups in the reverse. I do see her going through this moment of being detached from the industry, just not wanting to give her energy to the industry anymore, or being on this like, you guys don't deserve any more material from me for a while. Just kind of her backing off from the industry for a minute. I don't see her completely stepping away. Yeah, I just see her being burned by the music industry a lot. That's what I keep getting so far. I feel like she'll be good for 6 years. I feel like she'll be up there for about 6 years. This could change, guys, but I see her dealing with the music industry for 6 years. As far as where I see her music going, I already kind of said, like, you know, I feel like she's going to do this, like, 80s thing. You know, I feel like she's going to lean more 80s or, like, 70s. Or I see her leaning in this more rock direction, maybe even adding a little country or rhythm and blues element to it. I see her doing that. Just playing with like different genres. I feel like even at one point she's gonna collaborate with a few like artists overseas. Like I see her doing that, like whether they be Hispanic or maybe even African or something, or you know, like French, or you know, or maybe she'll collaborate with artists from London. I see her branching out more universally, which her moon in Sagittarius definitely wants that, you know. Her Pisces doesn't want to limit herself. I feel like she's going to be in the industry for about 6 years, guys, and then she's going to get sick of the industry. I see her she's going to blow up even more, but it's going to not be for good reasons. It's not going to be for, like, her music will still do well, but I feel like people are just going to get, like, bored of her music, or bored of her, or annoyed of her, like, always speaking out, or always being a hot topic, or, you know, just in stuff. Like, I feel like she's going to find herself in stuff, or saying stuff, or getting involved in people's drama, and she didn't mean to. And then it just kind of like blowing up and people getting annoyed with her. But I feel like she'll exit out of the industry for like in the right time. She'll leave the industry in the right time. Let me see if she's going to have kids and a family. And she's getting 6 again, guys. Yeah, 6. I give it about 6 years that she'll be in the industry. 6 years. Because these are also pentacles. So this is going to take a while for her to not be in the industry anymore. Or completely in the industry, or as big as she was. Oh God, I see a really bad, like, I see her having an engagement, but the woman, like, I see the woman like cheating on her, or she thinks that the woman is gonna cheat. And yeah, as I said, that 3 of Swords, I see her having a hard time. I eventually see her getting in a very committed relationship. They're not going to be married, though. I don't see them being married. It's like they don't legally get married. That's what I keep hearing. Like, they're not legally married. But also, I do feel like she's going to split from this person. But she'll be with this girl for about, like, 3 years before they end up married or engaged. And then I see this woman possibly, or maybe this could be Chappell, one of them cheating. Or trust being really bad in the relationship. Yeah, she's gonna leave the industry, guys. I'm telling you right now. Chappell's gonna leave the industry. Like, she'll do some out. Like, obviously, she won't be able to fully exit from the industry because she has contracts. And if she moves more independent, this will more so happen a lot faster. If she stays with the label, which I see her wanting to leave the label. Like, is she signed yet, guys? Do you know? Is she signed? Okay, guys. So it says that she's signed to Island Records and Atlantic Records. So yeah, I see her wanting to move more, like, out of the industry or independent and just do her own thing, because she's going to get sick of being under a label. They're going to, like, steer her in the wrong direction. Chappell, just be cautious of this. You know, okay, like I told Sabrina, okay? You know your voice. You know what you want to do. You're very creative and you have a strong vision. And I'm even seeing, like, you've helped other people with their vision. You know, you've helped other people with their vision as well, or songwrite. So don't lose your voice. Like, don't lose yourself. Like, I see her, like, feeling that pressure. Yeah, the 5 of Wands, the Devil in the reverse, and the 10 of Pentacles with the Queen of Swords in the reverse. trying to abide the public because of controversy, her getting too much into controversy, or her talking too much about things, or, you know, maybe her music causes a lot of, you know, crazy noise or whatever, or what she's wearing or whatever. Like, I see that, you know, her just getting sick of it, like getting, and just wanting to like exit out of the industry or do something more behind the scenes. So I would advise her to really start setting herself up to do stuff behind the scenes and saving her money and like investing in herself. Like, that's what, personally, allegedly, what I feel she should do. I do see her eventually getting married or engaged in a long engagement. I do see one kid for her, or them adopting. I see her adopting a boy or something. I see her adopting a boy. I kept seeing a boy. Or maybe through a surrogate or something. Like, she'll have a boy. Okay, so the last question, guys, I want to pull on is she currently dating someone? And she will win awards. Guys, I don't know if I said that. She will win awards. Is Chappell currently with somebody? I feel like she's dating. I definitely feel like she's dating. I don't feel like she's committed. I don't feel like she feels she has enough time for someone. I feel like there's a lot going on. There's a lot on her plate right now with the 10 of Wands. If she is, I do see somebody in her energy, but they're not like serious. Or this could be an ex that's trying to like get back with her, that she no longer wants to invest herself into. She doesn't want to invest herself into this person. So yes, there is somebody around her that she's messing around with. Maybe this is just a sexual connection. And she does have a lot of love and respect for this person, and they have a lot of love and respect for her. But yeah, I feel like they're not committed though. It feels like it could either be someone she's just briefly talking to, or she just messes around with here and there, you know. I don't really feel like it's something very serious. There's been a lot of like confusion in the relationship though. There's a lot of like them needing to set boundaries and not really understanding where the other one is. Maybe this is past energy, but you know, like it feels current though. It feels like they're right now going through that. That there's just like a lot of like them coming out of this like confusion, because Chappell's like, I don't have time. Like, maybe she's putting her foot down with this person and is saying, I don't have time. I have a lot of pressure on me right now, even though I have a lot of love and respect for you and I like our connection, but I just don't have time, or this person may not have time for her. But I feel like this is more so Chappell because of the direction her life has taken. So I feel like they were talking about getting together, but certain things have been kind of stopping that from happening. So this either could be someone that she's hooking up with and feels like that, or she could just be hooking up with people right now. But there is somebody in her energy that wants a lot of her attention and, you know, is trying to support her and be understanding, but they've been having a lot of, you know, problems I'm seeing, and Chappell's like, you know what, I don't want to commit, I just want to, you know, like do my own thing. But yeah, guys, I'm seeing Chappell has other things that she's working on. I also heard that she's gonna do like a musical or something, or like she's gonna get into acting. Maybe she'll do like a cheeky like lesbian movie or something like that, or gay movie for Netflix or like Hulu or HBO or something, or a show or something like that. But I also see her getting a really cool role or something. Like, I'm wondering too, like, I know there's been talks of like Sabrina, Billy, and Chappell doing the Powerpuff Girls, which would be really freaking cool to see that. So I'm wondering if it's something like that. But no, I'm more so feeling also her being some really, you know, like a gay movie or a gay film or something as well. I kept getting film for her, or maybe she'll direct this or score it or something. I'm telling you, Chappell, she'd be producing too. She does a lot of stuff. I could feel it. But yeah, guys, as far as her love life, I see her getting engaged or having some form of a long engagement, or an unconventional, or just like her being not married, but like not legally married, but being with someone like they're married, and them having a kid together, or a surrogate, or if the wife can't. But yeah, I definitely see Chappell like settling down for sure, but I feel like marriage for her is going to be very tricky. Yeah, she will be in a long-term thing with a woman and have a kid with them, but I see it being very rocky, and just people being very still invasive, and there being a lot of problems and disconnect in their relationship and their marriage, whatever. So I hope, you know, they end up changing this and they go to therapy and stuff like that. But I do see her eventually like settling down. Yeah. Well, that was my reading, guys, on Chappell Roan. I hope you guys enjoyed this reading on her. Hopefully I didn't butcher her name too much. But anyway, here's my reading on Chappell. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you would like me to later on make another video on her or part 2, I will. Most likely I'll do it, you know. I'll make another reading on her eventually. But I hope you guys enjoyed this reading on her. And please put in the comment section below who you would like me to read on next. It could be another pop girly. I don't care. You guys know I love to read on, you know, the pop girls as well. I don't, you know, just read on R&B or rap girls, you know. Anyway, guys, I hope you all are having a beautiful day, beautiful night whenever you're watching this. Please remember to hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell for when your bitch pull up, ding ding. And also give me a thumbs up and follow me on my TikTok and my Instagram. It is Shade0T92. And come join the Teacup family over there as well. Thank you very much. Okay, guys. Well, that is enough for me. I hope you all have a beautiful day, beautiful night whenever or wherever you guys are watching this. Thank you for all of the love and support. It is greatly appreciated. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching again. Love and light. Namaste. Bye.